Have you ever wondered why some people seem to possess an unshakable connection to a higher power, a connection that empowers them, guides them, and fills their lives with purpose and meaning? Today, we uncover the secret that only the top 1% know about the real God, a secret hidden in plain sight but missed by most. This video isn't about religious doctrines or philosophical debates. It's about unlocking a truth that transcends labels and resonates deeply with anyone seeking answers. By the end of this video, you will not only discover this secret, but also learn how to apply it in your life starting today. The first thing to understand, and what most of us don't, is that the world around us creates the illusion of separation. We're conditioned to see ourselves as isolated individuals, disconnected from one another and from God. But the truth? The real God is not some distant entity watching from above. The real God is intimately connected to every fiber of existence, including you. Science and spirituality agree on one thing: everything is interconnected. Quantum physics talks about entanglement, while spiritual traditions speak of oneness. The top 1% live with this awareness, and it shapes their thoughts, their actions, and their relationships. C.S.Lewis once wrote, "You don't have a soul. You are a soul. You have a body." This profound statement reminds us that our essence is divine and eternal, and separation is but an illusion of the material world. Recognizing this truth changes everything. The second secret is silence. In a world filled with noise and distractions, the top 1% know that the voice of the real God can only be heard in stillness. When you quiet your mind, you create space to hear the divine whisper. Jesus often withdrew to pray in solitude. Buddha found enlightenment under the Bodhi tree in complete silence. This is not a coincidence. Silence is the gateway to divine wisdom. C.S. Lewis described how stillness allows us to reflect deeply on our lives. In his book, The Screwtape Letters, he warned about the devil's kingdom of noise, emphasizing that constant distraction pulls us away from God. Another secret they know is the power of surrender. Most people live in a constant state of control, trying to micromanage every aspect of their lives. But the top 1% understand that true power comes from letting go. When you surrender to God's plan, you're not giving up. You're aligning yourself with a higher purpose. Trust that the universe is working in your favor, even when it doesn't seem like it. Lewis beautifully expressed this in Mere Christianity, where he said, "Give up yourself, and you will find your real self. Lose your life, and you will save it." Surrender is not loss, but discovery of true life. Gratitude is the language of the real God. The top 1% don't just feel gratitude occasionally. They live in a state of gratitude. They're thankful for their blessings, yes, but also for their challenges, because they see them as opportunities for growth. Try this. Every morning, list 3 things you're grateful for. Over time, you'll rewire your brain to see the divine in everything. In Letters to Malcolm, C.S. Lewis spoke of gratitude as an essential form of prayer. He reminded us that we ought to give thanks for all fortune, if it is good, because it is good, if bad, because it works in us patience, humility, and the contempt of this world. Here's a truth most people overlook. The real God is revealed through service. The top 1% know that by serving others, they're not just helping, they're experiencing God in action. Ask yourself, how can I serve today? The more you give, the more you'll receive, not in material wealth, but in spiritual abundance. C.S. Lewis often spoke of humility and service. In The Weight of Glory, he wrote, "Next to the blessed sacrament itself, your neighbor is the holiest object presented to your senses. Seeing others as divine is a transformative perspective." Finally, the greatest secret they know is that God is love. Not just any love, but unconditional, limitless love. When you act from a place of love, you align yourself with the very essence of God. Love your neighbor. Love your enemies. Love yourself. It sounds simple, but it's the most profound and transformative truth there is. In the Four Loves, Lewis explored the nature of divine love, emphasizing that it is selfless and unconditional. He wrote, "To love at all is to be vulnerable. Love anything, and your heart will be wrung and possibly broken. This vulnerability is the key to spiritual growth. The secret the top 1% know isn't hidden in ancient texts or locked away in secret societies. It's right here, accessible to all of us. Recognize the oneness of all life, embrace silence, surrender and trust, live in gratitude, serve others, and embody love. This is the path to knowing the real God." If this message resonates with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it, live it, and watch as your life transforms in ways you never thought possible. The real God is waiting for you. Are you ready?